Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XVI, and today we continue through the streets of madness. Alright, so we talked to everybody else, so now it's time to talk to Joshua. Was there anything we needed to see around here? I don't think there is, but... Okay, no, I think we're good. Alright, let's see what we have next.
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
Alright. At once. Let's go.
We've fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream, our dream, is within our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Dude, this is like endgame, man. God, this might be it. Oh, damn. It took a lot for us to fight one of those.
Would rather we remain.
Okay.
I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Okay, they'll hold them off. And then right when things get real dicey, they're gonna show up in that final battle, because that's always how it goes. I know how a JRPG works. Let's go kill a god.
Sons of fire.
Damn, he was waiting for us. Oh yeah, Torgal.
No! No! Come back.
Towards!
Don't worry, Jill. We got this. We got this. I hope. We've got our good boy Torgal, so we're gonna be safe. Don't worry.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
It's like some kind of like...
Welcome to our darkness.
Huh.
A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Your
Show
kind?
yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them. All of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home, consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima.
Whatever this place is,
Find him, and we leave.
it's the same as where Typhon took us. Because he also pulled us into some other alternate dimension. The interdimensional rift. pretty. It's pretty, I'll give it that. Let's see. Oh, okay. We're already on Bright. Very cool.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning.
Okay. Now, he could be referring to just mankind as a whole, or he could be referring to whatever Clive is as some kind of reincarnation or something. Give me that history lesson. Give me all the lore.
When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
Okay. Well, it's really nice of him that he's given us a nice history lesson here, so that we have all the answers before he tries to murder us. I appreciate it.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution. The illness having spread to every organ, there was but one escape from this fate: to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him.
Some kind of hive mind.
So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
So
follow we shall.
this is Ultima trying to convince us to his cause. Yeah, he wants us to help him. He's like, I'm gonna explain this to you, and then you're gonna see my way of things. I like that. At least there's a reason for him telling us all of this. Otherwise, it's just that trope of, you know, the enemy telling you his dastardly plan before he kills you. In this case, he just seems to want to convince us that his way is the right way, and we should just go along with it.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it.
Okay. I think we're the Constitution that can wield it, and the power that's being drawn is what the Mother Crystals are doing. The Mother Crystals were there just to gather as much magic as possible for me, so that I can do what Ultima wants me to do.
Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Interesting.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own, and from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. But we're one and the same.
Ooh, big statue up there? Dude, look at the pillars. And the people coming out of them. That's kind of creepy.
Is that?
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Mythos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
So, was he just chosen to become this thing? Like, I don't know how all of that works. Like, how was he created? Like, obviously this guy's a god who created all of mankind, so maybe when he awoke, the moment that he awoke was and saw what humanity was doing, he was like, oh, I've got to fix this. And then he chose Clive maybe to, I don't know. I'll keep going.
To right your wrongs.
I might not get an answer fully, but
If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Mythos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all!
oh damn.
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
Oh, cool.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore.
Oh, the music's giving me chills.
Ours.
Bow down.
Honestly, out of everything, I might be most excited about the music and the ending. I know that this is going to be bombastic and crazy as, like, this is going to be nuts. I have no doubt, but oh, I am so excited for this music.
Fenris, hearts disdained.
Ooh, that was fast. Faster than I expected. Ooh, gravity magic. Oh. I'm not doing so hot. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I accidentally used an elixir. I thought I was on Torgal still. That was a waste.
Such foul intent may not be sublimed through game standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. Oh, wretched mortals incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
God damn. I don't know how to check the timing on that one. I can't do anything! I don't know how to not get hit by that. When he pairs the gravity with that, I don't know what to do. Oh my god, I just used an elixir again. Oh my god. Why?
Gifted this chance.
I've wasted both of my elixirs. That's so dumb.
Raise your hand against the Lord.
What now?
The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
Well done, Torvald.
Okay, that was bad. Nope. Oh, I thought I nailed that. Yeah, we wish he was vanquished. You think this is over? Please. That was phase 1. The Pool of Darkness. What a cool design, though.
At last, for countless generations, have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
What you doing, Ultima? He's in my head.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
Ultima's trying to play you. Don't fall for it.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
This is trippy.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away?
Just go away.
Clive!
Yeah, pull us back, Joshua. He's trying.
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look. Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
The powers of creation are the power of a god. So I think what he's saying there is that Joshua, or maybe that the combination of Joshua and Clive is just as godlike as he is. Interesting.
Are you still talking?
Here we go. Power of will alone. The power of brotherly bonds. Let's do this. God, Ifrit's design in this game is so damn good.
Our flames burn as one!
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
Damn. I don't exactly know why that happened. But that's the final crystal. It's gone.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up. Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave this place.
And once again, does my creation stray from the path laid before it.
And I'll do it again.
Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin, does our true power quicken.
Yep, there is another area. Okay.
And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
Oh, damn, that sounds like a threat. Okay, Twinside, the Holy Empire of Sandbreck.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
And back to their origin.
Damn, as if enough hasn't happened to Twinside already. These poor people can't catch a break. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh, that looks awesome. Wow, okay. And look at our team go.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you.
Okay. Dion feels like he's got something to prove right now. He's been through a lot, so I understand. Part of him might have a bit of a death wish. I hope that's not the case. Yeah, I can do that too. Dragoons are always such badasses. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we have gotten into our first little scuffle with Ultima here. All the crystals are gone. They're all gone. Let's see, L3 is our zoom. Okay. Well, it's gonna be back to base. Back to their origin.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
There's something about it.
Alright, so I guess my theory that there was going to be at least one more area is correct. So there might be a little bit more side content to do.
Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing.
How'd you know?
How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
All right, it's the whole crew.
This, everyone. As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder.
It was already in bad shape.
Wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthean records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, We cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
All right. I think it's wild that this still has question marks at the end. What is this? What is this?
Clive.
Hey, I wasted 2 elixirs by accident. Could you replenish me without me having to pay?
Be quick about it.
No? Okay. Worth a shot.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
What is the... Oh, that's the KO one.
Is that all? Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Okay. Not better than Ragnarok. We'll have to see if, after upgrades they're better. Because they might be.
Finished, are you?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
Okay, Defender +1, and then it'll be 340 Defender +2.
It'd last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you.
Okay, even upgrade they won't be better, so that's all we need for now. Okay, we had something at the reading table.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
Telemon Maid. Even weirder science. Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck stealing Blightwater over a Bonner. There's always room for improvement, though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come a-knocking at your chamber door looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. Mid. Yeah, that'll be fine, Mid. A new life. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I liked to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wanted for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. Gav. Okay. Winston, you don't even know what you're barking at. That's my dog barking. I'm sure you can hear that.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
You gonna help too?
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
Yep.
It is.
But they basically went...
no longer submitted to their will.
Yeah, they went Akashic.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back.
Like I said, I think he's got a death wish.
Come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
All right. So, that's going to be our goal, right there, in the distance. That wild thing. But yeah, so we're going to probably end up doing some more side questing. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of side quests or not, but there will probably be at least a couple more hunts. So we'll probably do that before, but we'll do everything here at the base at the start of the next episode. Then we'll see what side content there is, and then we'll go into the end game again. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Chris Murphy, JW, Bracken, Quinless, Chris Smith, Vlado101, Andy Ford, The Blue Electric Cat, Angel Mejia, Black Mamba 90, and Kyle Schluter. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.